Hey guys, Ocean RDC here with a new deck profile video. After YCS, I broke down the wind-up Jurak and I decided to sell, trade it off, and managed to pick up a lot of cool things, a lot of which you guys will see in my latest latest binder update video soon to come after this one. But for right now, I'm going to be doing this deck profile video of the deck that I'm just going to be running probably up until like March 1st when the ban list hits. Or when, if I decide to run it, I'll probably just run it till like I get tired of it. But it was the quickest deck that I can think of and put together on such short notice after YCS. So I'm just going to show it to you guys, obviously with the title. It's Twilight. I haven't done too much to this deck that anybody else hasn't already done to it, so I'm just going to run through it. What my build is, this is my build minus tour guides. I will run tour guides in this deck if I still have it by May, which I probably won't, but my ideal thing in this deck would probably be 3 tour guides, tour bus, Sangan, just as the dark side of this deck. But I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in, and first is 1 BLS. If you're running Twilight, gotta have BLS. Nothing else really much more to say about that. Next is triple JD. JD is at 3. If you don't run 3 JD, you really shouldn't play the deck. JD's at 3. Finally, once again after this last ban list, JD's at 3. So anyone who runs Twilight or Lightsworn needs to run through JD. Next is 2 Chaos Sorcerer. 2 Chaos, just because even if it gets milled, it's fodder for BLS or vice versa. And it's just such a great card. You use the effect, and then you can tune with it afterwards, just a plus off of it, which is such a really good move. So 2 Chaos Sorcerer. Next is double Lila. Even though the ultis, not the ultis, but even though the common versions are out, I do have 1 ulti, 1 ultra. I do want 2 ultis. So if anybody has them, let me know. But I run 2 Lila, great card, summon, effect switch, and pop 1 back row. Just such a beautiful card. Not to mention, just the artwork's just amazing. So yeah, that's double Lila. 1 Lumina. If the ban list is for real, and March 1st, Lumina is at 2, I'm gonna run 2. So 2 Lumina would mean that we get to go XZ3, which is a really big bonus in Lightsworn, and you might see some Lightsworn play being brought out once again more often than what it is now. So Lumina 2 is something really amazing for Lightsworns coming back. Next is 1 Aaron. 1 Aaron, just because it's a Lightsworn, you have to fill the deck with as many Lightsworns as possible, and she has a great effect. Attack a defense position monster, goes back to the deck, mill 3 at the end of the turn. So she's not too bad. Next is Double Wolf. Double Wolf because triple's too much, because you'll still dead draw these in your hand, and the only thing they're good for is a Trag Pitch or a Solar Recharge. So, yeah, 2 Wolf in the deck. Next is Double Raikou. Double Raikou, the classic opener, set 1 down, and then they run into it, and then pop something, mill 3. Still the good card. Still a great card. I love Raikou to death, no matter what. After that, it's a 1 Celestia. 1 Celestia only because it's one of those tributes, and since you run, 3 JD, 1 BLS, 2 Chaos Sorcerer, and this, you're running into a lot of high-level cards that'll probably be dead drawn if you don't shuffle right. So 1 Celestia, which is pretty good. Next is 1 Garroth. 1 Garroth just so you can plus a little bit with a Lightsworn milling. If a Lightsworn mills, he mills, and if he mills Lightsworn, you draw. So, just a great card, 1850 beater, great card to open up with so you don't have to mill. So, yeah, Garroth's pretty cool. Next is Jane. Jane is at 1. Some people say Jane shouldn't even be at anything in a Lightsworn deck. Only reason I run it, really, is just because I don't run triple Lila. I don't like running more than any of the other cards that are in here. And Jane's a 21 hitter when he swings, and mills 2, so the milling's a little steady with Jane. So that's pretty cool. And obviously 1 Honest. This is a common Honest. I want a Ghost first Honest, which I probably will buy. I could buy an unlimited for 15. If anyone wants to make me a good offer towards a first ed ghost, let me know. But yeah, honest, a must-have in the deck. Next is Phantom of Chaos. Phantom of Chaos, a great card. If you mill any of your big guys, remove them. Phantom of Chaos becomes them and uses their effect because it's busted. So yeah, Phantom of Chaos, great one-turn card, and it's a dark, so you can mill it out, or you can remove it out of the graveyard for Chaos Sorcerer or BLS. Next is One Trag. One Trag is great because you can drop it over on top of damage once you take something from your opponent, and like I said, it helps with the pesky wolf dead draw. Just pitch it, take control when they're level 4s, and then target the same wolf, become 4 and exit up. It just becomes like, it makes wolf useful when you dead draw it and you don't draw Solar Recharge. So it's just such a great card. So Yugioh at 1. And then one Gores, because it's such a great card. I mean, if you drop Gores and you have Honest in your hand, they swing on the token, drop Honest on the token, and it's just such a funny play. So yeah, Gores is just such a wonderful card. And the last one is one Plague Spreader. I did not get the Plague Spreader. I sold my last Plague Spreader, which I did it before I decided that I was going to do Lightsworn. So that was actually kind of like a crap moment. So yeah, one Plague Spreader, everyone knows what it's going to be good for. I mean, you Chaos Sorcerer, you special that, remove, and then summon Plague Spreader, 2 and 8 for Scrap Dragon or Stardust, whoever the hell you want to get, and it's such a wonderful bonus play. Now onto the spells. Obviously you got to run Triple Solar Recharge. Gets rid of that pesky wolf dead draw and lets you plus, draw 2, mill 2. So don't really need to say much about that. 2 Gold Sard. Before you start your milling, might as well pull JD out of there before he gets milled. And in 2 turns he comes into your hand. So great card to have. 1 Charge of Light Brigade. This is the secret. I want first said secret. But right now, for now, this is great because I just love the artwork, the way Charge looks as a secret. But yeah, Charge, mill 3, add 1 level 4, lower Lightsworn to your hand. Just such a great card to open up with. So you mill Wolf special, and then you plus off that, whatever. Usually this is the best card to get with this is Lumina. So yeah, Charge 1 obviously has to be. Next is Pod Duality. Don't really need to say much about that. I run it at 1. I should run it at 2. There's another card in here that I run instead of it, but until I get a second Pod Duality, I'm going to run that instead. So yeah, 1 Duality. 1 Monster Reincarnation. Guy in Countryside, Illinois, I was seeing his video. He said he went 10th in his regional and actually ran this, and it helped him out more often than he thought. And I've playtested this, and it's still really good. I mean, no matter what kind of situation you're in, you can actually, move cards around and make Monster Reincar very beneficial for you, despite what anybody says. So yeah, Monster Reincar at 1. Next is Upstart Goblin at 1. This is what I want to take out for Duality once I get it. But Upstart's still a pretty good card. I ran this at 3 before I started changing all the cards around. And just a great card. Draw 1, your opponent gains 1,000. Nobody really cares because if you draw right, you're going to get JD, blow up the field, and 3 grand on him. So Upstart's pretty cool. And the rest is tech, just Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Mind Control, Pot of Avarice, and Foolish Burial. All just the regular tech that you run in just about any other deck. And then the last 3 cards I tech is 3 Royal Decree. 3 Royal Decree just because of the fact that this deck does not run traps and it doesn't really run back row. So this is Royal Decree just for stopping anything else that your opponent may respond with against the plays you're making, and it's just such a great card. I mean, as good as a tech as it is in any deck right now, it's just essential as it is to run it in Twilight. So 3 Royal Decree, such a great card. So basically that was the deck, guys. I'm going to run through the extra deck real quick for you guys, because I already see how long of a video it is. 1 Scrap Dragon, which is a great card. 1 Orient Dragon. Let's see, 1 Gachi Gachi Gantetsu. The reason why I run this is because I can actually, if no one hits Raikou, like say for instance, not only reason why I run this, but this is pretty cool. Say no one runs in a Raikou, I'll flip it, pop a card, mill 3, and then I have Plague Spreader in my hand. I can summon Plague Spreader, and I can overlay for Gachi Gachi, because I really wouldn't tune 4, what the hell would that be? And then just let him sit on the field, or in that case, if I milled Plague Spreader and I can top to special him and then overlay with Raikou, he wouldn't go out of play when he's detached. He would go back to the graveyard. So that would just make Plague Spreader double useful for Gachi Gachi. So it's a pretty good play. And one Colossal, level 8, gotta have it. One Brio, level 6, easy to run into. Let's see, one Stardust, easy to run into, like always. One Wind Up Zenmains, just because, especially if Lumina is going to be at 3. I mean, at 2, it's 2 level 3 monsters that you just run into this, and then you just sit there kind of the same way that Gachi Gachi does, and it's just such an annoying card. And then one Levier, just in case I do run, Plague Spreader does leave, or anybody else that I may like want to intentionally remove, and then go 3 into this, and then detach to get it back. So it's such a great rotating card, Levier. So gotta run that, and then like following the notion of 3s, the one Levier Leviathan Dragon. My bad. This is more of when I were to run tour guides, so all these 3s is like that. But once again, Leviathan Dragon, just a great card. Especially a ghost. Then one Steel Storm Roach, just because it's a dark, and it's got a busted effect, and it's easy to run into, like double wolf, detach, overlay for this card. Then they all go, and then look, I have a BLS play or a Chaos play. Next is one Catastor, just because I like Catastor, level 5, easy to run into. And then the last one is number 39 Utopia, great card. Can't really say too much else about it. 3 other spots would be in for this deck, but I haven't really decided what they're going to be. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is my Twilight deck. Like I said, if you guys have any input on it, positive or negative, just let me know. Conversate and deliberate amongst this deck. If it's still playable or if it's going to play in this new format. So yeah, just let me know. Thank you for watching once again, guys. This is Ocean. I will see you guys later.